Hello there, my name is Andy from the Gorro's Grotto. Welcome back, hopefully, to you to my building of a 3D Blood Bowl pitch for my Skaven team, the National. Last time you see that I built the first part of the stadium or the pitch through blue foam, and I'd been carving some symbols in the top to make the pitch. Got to the point where I can now I've undercoated the pitch black just to give it some depth, and now I've moved on to a little bit more painting because I want to add some more detail later on. So we'll get on to the painting. What I've done is, because the wide zones are the brick pattern from Green Stuff World, I've painted it a rustic red. Now this is a cheap paint from Poundland. It's an emulsion paint. Obviously cost £1 from Poundland, and I use it a lot for tiles and brickwork and stuff like that. It is very garish red. I don't know why anyone would put it on their walls, but there we go. And all I've done is I've just dry brushed it on with several layers of dry brushing. So I'm just going to do that for you today, just so you can see what I've been up to. So essentially, it's a bit of a heavy dry brush because the paint is emulsion rather than acrylic, so the pigmentation isn't quite so strong as acrylic sort of miniature paint. So it is just a simple drawing it across a kind of semi-dry brush, so a heavy dry brush across the tiles. So take the paint, get rid of most of it off onto the side. I use this for my terrain building, this piece of large cardboard box that I've flattened, and then just draw it across. Now this takes about 3 layers to get to the brightness that I want. So it does depend what kind of brightness you want. I want it fairly bright because of what I plan to do with these wide sections afterwards. So I want it to be fairly light. If you want a darker sewer setting or a darker setting, then just maybe 1 or 2 layers. So all I'm doing is just drawing it across like so to bring out the brick detail. Now, I'm kind of rushing this because I don't want to make this a massively long video, but it's working nonetheless. So just get in there. Don't worry about making a mess on the sides of the build, although you know, don't obviously just dollop paint on, but that's not going to be a problem because I've got a dark grey and a black emulsion house paint as well that I've been using just to tidy up the edges. So yeah, that's all I've been doing, and then I'm drawing it up like so, and you can just see it bringing out the colour already. Now, because it is only a dry brush, it dries fairly quickly, but to speed things along I've been using a hairdryer just to dry the layers quickly. Hopefully you can see that coming out. So that's the first layer. Done like so. That's not bad. It's going to need a couple more just to bring out the details a bit more, but by using a dry brush you can see that the raised areas are taking the paint, and the recessed areas between the tiles, so between the squares, is still showing quite dark, so you get that definitive look. I've deliberately carved sort of cracks in the tiles. You can see here and here, these are all deliberate marks to try and widen it and give it a little bit more detail. And there's a little kind of cracked one over there that I'm going to do some extra 3D detail, which will come in on my next video. So not very fascinating, but you can see that actually the build is starting to come together. These middle sections will be a grey. Sorry to Joe, my friend Joe, who absolutely hates grey stone painting, but it will be a grey just to differentiate between the brickwork. Hopefully, Joe, you'll see that is giving it a little bit more differentiation and a little bit more realism. Okay, and that's the end of the build. Thank you.